Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch today's video. If you are new here, my name is Kate and this is Kate Vlogs. Please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free of charge. Just tap that word written subscribe. You will automatically join this beautiful family. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It goes a long way into supporting this content to reach a lot of people that are maybe looking for the same information like you. And another thing that I will request you to do is tap the post notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you're going to get a notification. As the title of today's video suggests, I'm going to be talking about passport application and reapplication because I was able to do the two processes. Passport application was done because I was doing it for my son who I had to travel with, and then reapplication was done for me because I had a passport that my dad helped me acquire long time ago, but I did not use it. The reason why we were looking for the passport at that particular point was for study purposes abroad, which I did not go. And since that process of going abroad to study failed, I used to just see my passport as any other paperish kind of document in my house. I never used to take care of it. And the reason I am putting that statement like that is for you. If you have a passport, that is the most important document that I learned later on, that it is very important, especially when you're not in Kenya. So recently I traveled to Dubai. There is a video that I've done like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I have several videos. If you are interested, by the way, in watching videos about the Dubai city tour and how we spent our time in Dubai for Christmas, you can just go ahead and watch that particular video. But when I was in Dubai is when I realized that my passport was very important than my Kenyan ID. So I realized that this is a document that can actually help you. That process, when you go to Nyayo House and they take your bio data, your fingerprints, they take a picture of your face, that is the same thing that definitely will happen when you travel to many other countries. In the airport, there is a place where when you may travel to that particular country, like us when we went to Dubai, we had to pass through immigration. Now happened when we realized, by the way, what was happening in Nyayo House is very important. Like right now, you cannot see both of my ears, but when you're taking a passport photo, remember that both ears are supposed to be visible. All those things are very, very important because ukifika kwa immigration in those countries, they will repeat the same process and ulifanyiwa Nyayo House wakati ulikuwa na apply for passport. You have to atakuja kupige picha hiyo uso yako. They took a photo of my son's face to see if whatever is in the passport is the same person mwenye ako kwa hiyo passport yake, ni the same na mwenye anaona hapo kwa screen yake. So let me just take you back on when I was applying for both passports. So I live in Nairobi, and definitely the immigration office that is nearer to me is Nyayo House. Nyayo House nowadays, they don't have delays, so nobody should tell you that Nyayo House has delays or sijui ende Embu, Nakuru, sijui wapi Kisii. No. I found the process very easy. There was no connection. Sikuwa najua anybody. I was very innocent. But something that I did when I was taking my son for his biodata, hizo kuchukuliwa sijui kama alichukuliwa vidole, fingerprint, I think so, and also the face. What I did, I made sure that we went on a school day, and before you get a date to go to Nyayo House, definitely unajua unafaa kwenda kwa cyber, kwa e-citizen, ujaze passport application. For me, I was filling passport reapplication of a lost passport. For my son, it was just passport application. Na hapo ndo utapatiwa date. Hiyo date inakujanga tu automatic hapo kwa hiyo site. So that day iliangukia definitely siku yenye alikuwa shule, and I made sure that he was well dressed for school. Of course, hiyo siku alienda shule, I think alienda afternoon. So we went to Nyayo House. My son was well dressed in a scout uniform. He's a scout in school. I'm telling you the process was very easy. Unajua ukifika Nyayo House utapata wazazi wako na watoto, utapata wazazi wengine wako na ma problems, ulemavu, others are pregnant, but anybody that has a child who has uniform, unaendanga kama umepita express. Walikuwa nasema that child is supposed to go back to school, pita. So that is how easy it was for my son's passport application process to go through. So tulipitishwa, hata kulikuwa na watoto wadogo kumliko, but najua vile unaweza kuwa umevalisha mtoto wako the best dress for probably to go for outing. Naona zile nguo zenye unavalishanga mtoto wako Sunday best. So most children in Nyayo House walikuwa wamevaa hivyo. But the fact remains, colors za passports zinatoka in black and white, and my son was well dressed in a scout uniform. Kitu nilimtoa tu ni ile inaitwa nini, scarf. Akabaki tu na the shirty and the sweater, which are actually not visible in the passport. So kapigwa picha yake hapo polite, story kaisha, na nikamrudisha shule. So kizungumkuti kakuja wakati sasa ilikuwa mimi apply passport yangu, kwa sababu number 1 niliulizwa picha ya my biodata. Biodata ni pale penye unakuanga na name, age, date of birth, nationality, nini, eye color, hair color, hizo vitu zote zinakuanga hapo. So hapo ndo kizungumkuti iliingililia, kwa sababu sikukuwa na any information about my passport. So my passport took a long time for me to get the passport number. They told me to give them my passport number, sijui passport number. In fact, I've never seen that passport number yangu. Sikuwa najua passport number yangu. I did not have any information on how my passport used to look like. But they, on a very serious note, sikuwa interested na your passport. You know the way you go take passports, but unajua tu hauendi mahali, so you're not interested in what is inside. I just remember it had my photo, it had my fingerprint, I think, but nakumbuka tu ilikuwa blue. So I had nothing else about it, as in I had no information about my passport. Well, that is how it dawned on me that is a very important document, as in replacement of a passport, hata hiri ID. It's better replacing an ID than a passport. The process that I went through actually was very hard. And the reason why my replacement was hard is because nilichukuliwa hiyo passport many years ago, many years ago, more than 15 years ago. So you can imagine files zenye zilikuwa zinatumika hiyo time si files zenye hawa wenye wako kwa Nyayo House wanatumia saa hizi. So they were trying to trace my file, they were not seeing the file. Walikuwa wanajaribu kuitafuta kwa computer, and they were saying that the computers that they have right now in Nyayo House is 2015. So that tells you that computers walikuwa wanatumia sijui 2008 ama 2009 hawana. I don't know what happened to those computers, ama ni vile wanaweza kwa wali upgrade to now these latest desktops that they use right now, but that is how it was difficult for me to get a file, even to show that I am a passport holder. So according to Nyayo House, I was not a passport holder. Na ukumbuke hauwezi kukuwa na passport mbili. In fact, there was a time that I was almost registering again for a passport, but I found that can be very dangerous. So what I did, nikatumwa kwa registries uko juu, first floor. So when I was sent to registry, that is where my help came from. There were some NYS guys that were told to look for files za kitambo. Unaona? In fact, where they got my file and how easy it was to get my file is because, remember, mtoto wangu nimemwapplyia na process yake imeenda through. But remember, he is under the mom. So there was no way wangeniambia tu passport yangu haipatikani kabisa, and yet my son file yake, I don't know if I'm using the right terms, but whatever documents that ilikuwa itengenezwe for my son is supposed to be put in my file. So in one way or another, hata kama singekuwa na replace passport, lazima kuna time ingefika waanze kutafuta ile file yangu ndio weke documents za my son inside. So when we got my passport, na ilipatikana kwa maboxes za kitambo zenye ziko kwa Nyayo House kwa library, mali penye hata haungefikiria ingekuwa. That is where my file was gotten. So the file will contain all documents that I had submitted to Nyayo House long time ago. And my dad was my guardian then. So file ikapatikana, and that number was what actually was making us to look for the file. So the number always starts with an A, na hiyo number ndo nilipatiwa, nikaambiwa sasa start the process of passport reapplication, ama reapplication of the passport. So the first thing that I had to do was to go and report for a lost passport kwa police station, where you are given an OB. Catherine nini I lost a passport. Unauliza ulipotezea wapi? Hata sijui nilipotezea wapi. So definitely you just have to write somewhere, and the circumstances under which you think it got lost. Hizo ni information zote zenye utakey in hapo. So you'll get a document that is called an OB. Sijui kama not an OB. I don't know kama OB ni kale kadogo, but when I was reporting for a lost passport, nilipatiwa karatasi, a complete page with ikona Catherine nini of ID number this, sijui nimepoteza passport ya hii number, na ikasainiwa na huyo polisi, sijui wanaitangwa kina nani, those people that they sign those documents. So that was it kwa police station. The second place that I had to go was to swear an affidavit. You know, kwa affidavit ni penye unaenda kwa lawyer, unaenda na swear that whatever information is true, I swear that I'm of sound mind, that nakubali enyewe passport yangu imepotea, because you cannot have two passports. So it is a very serious process. So nikajaza hiyo ya advocate. I paid, definitely all these processes you are paying, hakuna cha bure. Nikalipa, I think ya advocate nilipa 1500 shillings. Yeah. So after that ndo nikarudi Nyayo House. Kurudi Nyayo House, the process of ile kuapply passport, remember before niende Nyayo House, definitely lazima nilianzia hii process yote kwa eCitizen. Na kwa eCitizen I paid 20,050 before November, ama sijui ilikuwa October ama September. Hapo kwa hizo miezi za mwisho, for the last months of the year 2024, it was 12,050 I think, because my son's passport costed me 6050, yake ni 50 pages, na yangu ilini cost 20,050. Nikapeleka hizo documents, affidavit niko nayo hapo, niko na hiyo ya police, inaitwa police abstract, I think that's the name. So nikapeleka Nyayo House, and definitely because my file imepatikana, they were now able to trace some of the documents that tulikuwa tumesubmit ile time yenye nilikuwa nimeletwa nikiwa mdogo. So ikukuwa na process ati complicated sana, but definitely I had to fill. Kuna zile forms zenye kwa eCitizen utatolewa na mtu wa cyber. So those documents, you fill them, it has a lot of information, your mother's name, your mother's ID number, your father's name, your father's ID number, what else? Sijui if they have passports. Ikona story mingi. If you go to the cyber, you're going to see all those informations. Saizi hawana hiyo yenye iko chini ya 50 pages, hawana ile that, I think it was 36. Hiyo hakuna saizi. Wakati tulikuwa tuna apply haikuwa kabisa. Nikamalizana na hizo documents, but for me to get my passport enye nime reapply, I did a lot of follow-up. I will not even lie. I used to go to Nyayo House. Progress iko wapi? Naulizwa ulileta documents. Nashindwa nilileta documents aje na nilileta. As in unapeleka documents, this time wanakuambia hawazioni, leta zingine. So I did that like 3 times until it got to a point where nilipoitishwa mara 3 the same documents, which are actually expensive. Ukivisit cyber unakuta wanakucharge almost 400 every time una reproduce all those copies. Ilifika mahali nikaenda hapo Nyayo House, nikawaambia every time I bring documents, you people are telling me that sikuleta. Sasa hizi zenye nimeleta nataka kujua zinafaa kuchukuliwa na nani, na hata nipige picha na video, because me I'm not bringing any other. Ilikuwa imefika mahali nimeanza sasa kuchoka. The process actually is tiring. You can actually give up. So but for my son, remember, hata haikuisha 2 weeks nikaitiwa passport yake. He has his passport, so ni mimi nahangaika kutafuta yangu. So nikapata mtu mwenye aliniambia sasa enda kwa a certain office huko ndani ya Nyayo House, and that is how I secured my documents. Sikutaka historia, nimewacha hapo kwa customer care na nimeenda kidogo kidogo na mpigiwa simu. There was a time they even called me, "Hi Catherine, we've not seen your documents." Kumbe ile customer care ndo hakuwa anapeleka kwa the relevant office. So you have to follow up, you have to ensure that your documents go to the right place, sababu huyu customer care I think anapata documents mingi sana mpaka saa zingine maybe ana forget to submit, ama sijui wanazipeleka pia, I'm not sure, but I remember taking my documents 3 times. So after some time is when my passport nikaipata, but I used to make sure that every time I go to Nairobi town, I used to visit Nyayo House frequently. Na visit the same office na wauliza what is the progress of my passport nini, because I knew and I was very determined to travel. So what I'm trying to say is, when you get out of this country, ukitoka tu hivi Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, you'll realize that your ID is very very less important, and the passport ndio inachukua sasa the lead role in how you are going to be identified in foreign countries. So that is how we acquired passports. I would say that my son's process was the easiest, and then mine, because it was a lost passport, kidogo kidogo imenikula kichwa hapa kule, but it is one of the documents that I would tell you, if you have one haujawahi tumia na maybe you don't have travel and you go very very soon, that is a document that you should really keep well, because opportunities will one day come and you'll realize that that document is the only document that will allow you to exit this beautiful country. So that is my experience. Passport application, kama unataka kufungua to the normal passport yenye ni cheap, that will cost you approximately 60-50, and for you to apply as an adult, you need an eCitizen account that you can create at the comfort of your home using Chrome. Ufungue tu hapo Chrome, www.ecitizen.co.ke. It's as easy as ABCD. So I hope that you found this video informative and definitely educative. At least you may learn 1 or 2 things. Keep your passport safe. Make sure that even if you're not traveling, remember that that is one document that is international. It's like your international identification document. Please subscribe, like this video, comment down below. If I'm able to answer your question, I'm going to come back with an answer. If I'm not able, maybe somebody mwenye atasoma pia anaweza jibu. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. I will see you on my next video. Bye.